Boxing Day at the Motorpoint Arena, and you know who. The Nottingham Panthers are in town, a full house in Sheffield, over 7,500, all waving those orange towels, all expecting big things from Ryan Finnerty's side, and they were happy early doors as well. Great work from King and Le Guy, and there's Mike Ramsey, who beats Craig Kowalski, and he gave the Sheffield Steelers an early first period lead. The towels were waving, the people were happy. Great pass from Le Guy. Off balance, Ramsey finds a way past Kowalski, and that was going to be a hard task. The Nottingham Panthers, midway through the first session, looking to get back in it. Watch the puck come back to big number 25, Brock Wilson. He fakes, he shoots, and it ricochets off the stick of Ryan Finnerty. It was going 2 foot wide. Finnerty's deflection beats the Carrow. You'll see it a little bit better from this angle, but a lot better from the third angle we have for you. Look at Finnerty's stick. 1-1, the Nottingham Panthers back in it. As the first period came to an end, the Panthers in the ascendancy. Fox it was who rings one off the post. The Sheffield Steelers up against it in the dying minute, and that resulted in a penalty. Andy Carson's hand goes up, Trudel gets that hook in minor, and at the end of the first period, he goes into the penalty box, giving the Panthers an early second period power play. Jordan Fox involved in everything that was good about the Nottingham Panthers. He shoots through traffic. The Panthers lead in the 22-minute mark. Their fans ecstatic. Panthers 2-1 ahead. Again, good traffic in front of the Carrow. Blast one top shelf. And he's proving to be some player, isn't he, Jordan Fox? Things were to get worse for the Sheffield Steelers. Less than 2 minutes later, Fox again. Big save to Carrow. But the Panthers have got their tails up right now, and the puck comes across to Guy Lepine. Look at the traffic in front of the Carrow. He can't see it. If he can't see it, he can't stop it. Beauregard's happy for Lepine, and Lepine puts the Panthers 3-1 ahead. Sheffield Steelers got going. Had to be led by Le Guy. Were led by Le Guy. Breakaway. Lepine's after him. Lepine hooks him back just as he's about to take the shot. Andy Carson has no hesitation. It's a penalty shot. Le Guy 1-on-1 with Kowalski. Pad save left-hand side. Still 3-1. Kowalski the hero. Sheffield then in the ascendancy. Lovely tip from Fulgham. Off the post, Tate. There's the man Hewitt. He shoots, he scores. Kowalski beaten at last. Steelers back in it 3-2. Great work from Fulgham, but then Tate shot beats Kowalski, hits the post. Rebound out to the Bulldog. He shoots, he scores. And the Sheffield Steelers 3-2 at the end of the second period. Sheffield came looking for that game-tying goal. But just as in the playoff semi-finals last year, he's becoming a curse. Robert Lakovic makes it 4-2. Super finish by the youngster. Beauregard happy again. But Lakovic himself is turning into an absolute stud. Maybe De Caro would want to get that blocker to it, but a great finish from the youngster. The Sheffield Steelers weren't done though. The Bulldog was leading the charge for the Sheffield Steelers. King's good work. Nice pass. Hewitt out in front. He doesn't miss from there. And Hewitt makes it 4-3. The Steelers are still in this one. Again, you'll see nothing Kowalski can do about this finish from Jason Hewitt. Top shelf. Sheffield pressed forward. Again, it was Le Guy who was a threat every time he had the puck. Burnstall goes close there. Look at Le Guy's work rate here. Steals the puck back. This time he goes on his own, backhand right into the body of Kowalski. The clock is ticking down. Finnerty decides it's time for De Caro to come off. The extra attacker is on. Can Sheffield make it count in the dying moments? They can't. Ramsey can't make the pass. Harima picks it up on the blue line and backhands it into an empty net. 5-3, that empty net. Goal secured the 2 points for the Nottingham Panthers, the first of the 2 Christmas fixtures against the Sheffield Steelers. After the game, we caught up with the Steelers head coach, Ryan Finnerty. Ryan, a great game, a great spectacle, but I'm sure you won't get any comfort from that right now.
Yeah, I mean it's tough to lose. I mean we're not used to it here, and I'm not mad, or I'm obviously disappointed, but it's a difference that we put one in our own goal for their first goal, and we didn't capitalize on the power play when we needed to. but we played well. They played well. It was a good game. They got a good team. They got a good team, and we need to find a way to beat them. But at the end of the day, I think we got to pick ourselves up because we got a big one tomorrow in their building, and that's what I told the guys. We don't have time to hang our heads and feel sorry for ourselves. We got to go back at them. They've stolen points in here. We got to go in there now and steal some.
Was that 1-1 goal a big turning point because we scored that early first goal? We had momentum then, and it kind of went against the run of play, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it goes off it's going wide and goes off my stick and goes in. It doesn't happen very often, and it went in the back of our net. And they got momentum off that because I think we were coming at them pretty good. But and then they score that power play goal early, and of course then they go up 3-1. But I mean, credit to the guys; they kept coming back. We kept fighting, and that's the kind of team we are. But like I said, we don't accept losing, but we don't have time to dwell on it because we got a quick turnaround here for a 4 o'clock game in Nottingham tomorrow.
You mentioned in your first answer the power play. Is it a bit of a concern for you right now that it isn't clicking?
Yeah, I mean, I think you want to stay positive and you want to think you'll work through it, and we got the manpower to work through it. We're just not clicking. We're not clicking, and we rely on those guys. We rely on our power play to get us 1 or 2 a night, and right now that's the difference when we're losing. Nottingham scores on their power play and we don't. So it's definitely something we need to address. But at the end of the day, we're not throwing the panic towel in here. We're a good hockey club. It's our 3rd loss in the season. And we got to look at it that way. We got to work our way out of it now because everything's rolling good and going good. But when it gets tough, that's when you need your true leaders to come up and the character in the room to come up and turn the ship back to the right way.
One slight concern or big concern is that you won't be in the lineup for the game in Nottingham. Neil Clark comes in for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating with my back, and I did it pretty much second shift I think in the first, and I just couldn't contribute and tried to work through it, and it was probably the most frustrating game I've ever been a part of, just trying to battle through. So but on the same token, that's why we have that spare import, and Clarkie's hungry to get in. We'll have to do some line juggling, but I think I think the guys will step up. Like I said, it's easy to play when you're winning. Now we see what kind of characters we have. We're going into a tough building tomorrow, and we're going to juggle the lines around, and we need our leaders to step up tomorrow night.